All right. Hello, everyone. I know it's been 500 years since I've done a tutorial, but today I finally decided to do a tutorial that's been long awaited. I ain't gonna lie to you. So as you see here, this is the largest Eve edit project I'm currently working on, but I decided to use this video as an example of how to, you read the title, how to fix slash replace any non-working characters basically, because believe it or not, I'm just gonna lay the truth on y'all. When it comes to merging this big, like for example this and the largest one being the Mugen Matrix project, you can't expect those to be perfect. They're gonna be filled with non-working characters because it's not that it's intentional. It's more like, hold on, let me go to full screen mode. Okay, it's not that it's intentional. It's more like it's because we think all the characters from character packs and games that we like are working until we find out apparently they don't work. Bummer, I know. You probably waited hours for this Mugen to load just for that junk not to work. Yeah, I know it sucks. It sucks balls. But in this video, I'm going to teach you how to fix that problem. So immersion's this big. Majority of the characters do be working, but it's always going to be that few that doesn't work. So you're probably wondering, dang, how do I fix this? How do I fix this, bro? And it's like, well, I'm going to show you how to fix it. So first things first, this is for characters that when you pick them and you see the error like this version is newer or this version of characters too older for this game. Like you see this character's an older version of Mugen, or this character's a newer version of Mugen, or you just get the error saying cannot load character blah blah blah. So when that happens, you have three options. Third one being the most optional for real. And the third one being most optional for real is like for if you really want that character to work. So here's what I'm gonna do. So the first option is you could completely replace that character, which I'm gonna show you. So we're gonna choose a non-working dude. And since this version took a good 20 minutes to load, I'm just gonna tell y'all how to do all this stuff instead of just showing too much. So I'm gonna choose a character that do not work. Hold on. Which could be any. That's crazy. It could be any character here. So maybe she don't work. We're gonna assume that this is watch mode, right? Okay, this is. Okay, he work. What? Dang. Okay, so he works. Actually, not gonna lie to you, I thought characters with no portraits it wasn't gonna work, but I was wrong. I was dead wrong. Hold on. Okay, bam, bam. We found a non-working character. We found one. Okay. So this is what I was talking about when I said, error message can't load the SIF and all the other stuff, right? This is what I was talking about. So if you get when you choose a character and you get this error message right here, and not only it says display, will also say this. It could be this character newer version or this character the older version. Like I said, you have three options, which is number one, you could just replace them. So we're gonna find this killer bee. That's one thing. You have to keep in know which character you just chose. Because there's thousands of characters. Doesn't matter what Mugen it is, what Mugen you on. Keep in mind the character you just chose. Write it down on a piece of paper or a notepad. Because now we're going to go to select def of this very Mugen. Right, so we're going to go on this select def here. Bro, don't tell me this not work. Okay, there it is. That made no sense if it didn't work, because it will always come up. So see, all the characters are in there. So we're gonna search up Killer B. You can open up your Mudge Select Def with any notepad. It don't really even matter, bro. But I use Notepad Plus because it actually counts how many you add. So boom, so there he is. We found Killer B right here. So we just type in, we just go on search, then find what? The character that didn't work. So he is right here. This is the non-working character right here. So like I said, you have three options, and that is you can replace him with another character, which I will go to downloads here, go to new characters. This is the rest of the characters for the Mudgeon that I'm going to add, and then finish it and release it to you all. But basically, you could just get another character and just replace him, which I will show right here. We're gonna get some character named False Magic to replace Killer B. See? Or if you want, you don't even want to replace the character, you can simply just completely erase the character and put random select. So instead of replacing him with a character, if you want, instead of going out to download a character to replace this guy, you just put random select, and then instead of having that character, you just have a random select, meaning you just completely removed him. Another thing that you can do which is optional, okay? Number three is completely optional. All right, it's completely optional. You could just go find a version of that character that fits for this Mugen, which I wish will only work if the error says, "Oh, this character is a newer version." So if you're running a Mugen that's 1.0, but the character that says a newer version, that means it only runs for 1.1. You just find a 1.0 version, which I can't guarantee that's like 100% you're gonna find that version. But if you do, that's dope. Or if you find a Mudgeon version of that character that's older, you could just find a newer version that works for either 1.0 or 1.1. But for me in this case, I don't leave no random selects on my Mudgeon projects whatsoever. So we're just gonna replace him, and then we're gonna exile that save like you just saw, and we're gonna put him in the characters folder. It looks like we already had that character in there somehow, but no well. So see, that's what we just did, and I could load up the Mudgeon and show you, but I don't think you're gonna be able to find him. That the it's that the Mudgeon has officially 5,000 characters in there. You might not even be able to find the character you just replaced, but if your Mudgeon is much smaller than that, then you can find them. So now I would say this is it from here, because it's really not that hard to replace a non-working character. You either just replace it with another character, or replace it with or just completely remove the character by adding random select in their name, no, in that area instead. Or you could just find a newer version, or just a version that fits that character, no, that fits the Mugen version of the Mugen you're playing. But this is something that other people do, and that's like they fix the sif of the character, which honestly I don't do that. But if you want to go out and search up how to fix the can't load sifting, you're free to do so. But for me, this is just a much easier solution that I can give you guys. Because fixing one character that can't load, and then you just keep playing the Mudge and you find another character same problem, you're better off just replacing them. That's basically it. That's the end of the video. It was that simple. If the characters are not working, you just replace them. or just remove them completely by just putting random select instead, or just finding a version of that character that fits. Yeah, that was it. That was it. Like I was supposed to release a tutorial like weeks ago because it was simple, but I never had the time to until now. So there's that. Yeah, so thank you all for watching. I know this tutorial was probably very short, but that's because it was that simple. That's why I put in disclaimer of my description when it comes to any Mugen that if you find a character that isn't working, just replace them or get rid of them. But in the sake of this video, if you really love that character, just find a version of that character that fits, and if you can't, oh well. I mean, that's how it is. So that's all. Bye.